Hello, my dear ones. I'm Dr. Kashika Jain. I'm a clinical psychologist. In today's video, I'll be explaining about cognitive distortion. I will point out 5 common types of distorted thinking patterns, how they ruin our life, how they reinforce negativity in us and leaves us with lots of bad feelings and also influence our behavior negatively. Now, let's begin. So, understand what is cognitive distortion. Cognitive distortion is unhelpful, biased, exaggerated, negative, automatic thinking pattern which reinforces negativity and leaves us with negative emotions and also influences our behavior negatively. Usually, when we feel stress, anxious or depressed, these type of thinking patterns arises automatically. It influences our perception, the way we see ourselves, others, and the world, and leaves us with negative feelings. It also contributes to the mental health condition like anxiety, depression, OCD, usually unhelpful, distressing, and distort the reality. So we need to catch them initially. So there are lots of cognitive distortions, but in this video I'll be talking about only 5 type of distorted thinking pattern. Number 1, mind reading. This is a distorted thinking pattern where you assume what's going on someone's head. You simply assume what is the reason of someone's behavior. You try to claim that you know what's going on in someone's mind. Actually, that's pure your assumption. You don't know the reality. But whatever you are assuming, you are claiming that you know the reality. It leaves you with lots of distressing feelings. For example, you text someone and he didn't reply, and you simply started assuming that, oh, he did not reply my text because he's angry with me. That's pure your assumption, nothing to do with the reality. You're simply assuming and believing your assumptions. This is a distorted way of thinking. He did not reply your text. There are endless possibilities for this. Might be he didn't yet see, might be he's busy somewhere else, might be something happening with him and he's not in that position to reply, or might be he's taking his time to think and he will definitely reply, but sometime later. So reasons are endless, but you are assuming that he is angry with you, that's why he did not reply. So understand, this is a distorted way of thinking. Number 2, overgeneralization. When based upon one or two experience, you simply make this declaration that this will keep happening with you in long run. For example, you failed in one interview and you are thinking this way, oh, I failed in my last interview. I won't be able to clear any of my interview. This is overgeneralization based upon your one experience. Understand, when you start explaining this way or you start thinking this way, it demotivates you. It reinforces negativity and leaves you with bad feeling. And with this trapped thinking and with the bad feelings, you feel unable to take further actions. So overgeneralization is again a distorted way of thinking. And third is all or none. In this thinking pattern, you start thinking in extremes, either good or bad, always, never. For example, if someone thinks like that, if I don't score 100% marks, I'm a failure. This is an example of extreme thinking pattern. Again, this is a distorted way of thinking. So you need to understand there's nothing like all or none or black and white. You need to start thinking realistically. Number 4, should statement, where a person sets criteria for himself and others too, and expects other person and himself to follow that criteria And if that criteria is not met out, person feels frustrated, angry, lots of distress, usually fight, argue. For example, I should always be nice to everybody. If he doesn't meet out this criteria, so he will become self-critical. People should always treat me very nicely. So when you start thinking in shoulds, it creates lots of trouble. It is again a distorted way of thinking. And number 5, catastrophizing, where you are thinking in worst case scenario. You are simply assuming the extreme of anything. For example, during any presentation, you think like, if I commit a single mistake, people will hate me. They will leave me forever. This is the example of extreme negative thinking. So catastrophic thinking pattern is really unhelpful thinking pattern. Not only this, but all 5 I mentioned in this video are negative thinking pattern, leaves us with bad feelings and influences our actions. Usually a person feels stuck in those emotional loop and do not take any action, and even if they take action, they usually commit mistake. It gives us lots of distress. Sometimes a person feels so much anxious. Sometimes that person gets stuck into the loop of OCD. Sometimes lots of depression. So cognitive distortions needs to be identified as soon as possible. And once you identify them, you stop reacting upon them. You stop taking them seriously, because usually they are automatic, irrational, biased thinking patterns only serves us bad feelings. The sooner you spot them, you catch them, and you understand, okay, this is unhelpful thinking pattern, and you stop taking action as per this suggestion, you feel free from that distorted thinking pattern. So you need to be aware about your distorted thinking patterns. So I hope in this video I explained well about these thinking patterns. I will make more videos on cognitive distortions because there are so many cognitive distortions. I covered only 5. But this is enough for this video. I will make another video for another distorted thinking patterns. Now, a small request. Please do share this video with your friends and family members and give your love to me. Like this video, leave a beautiful comment for me, and please do subscribe this channel. And if you are interested in Hindi content, so I have my another channel. Just type my name, Dr. Kashika Jain, and you will find my another channel. Do subscribe that. You can on the subtitles in English and you can also enjoy those videos. So I'll see you in the next video. Take care.